7 and we're just coming to Banff town before we leave. Just take a few pictures when there's not that many people around. Obviously there are people around, but not as many as yesterday.
Oh, hi.
And he's here too, obviously.
The worst bit of parking over done.
Oh well. Yeah, we're just going to take a few photos because we didn't really take any photos of the town itself yesterday because it was busy and everything. So we're just going to take a few photos and then head off. But it's very bright. It's such a bright sunny day today. It's already like bright blue skies. It's a shame yesterday was so cloudy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what can you do? In the middle of the street in Banff taking photos with this beautiful mountain in the background. I don't know what the mountain's called. We're just taking photos of it in the background. So yeah, but it's like 10 to 8, so we have to get moving soon. But Luke needs to take some more photos, so I'll shut up. We've left Banff and we're on our way to Lake Louise. We really don't know, and Moraine Lake, we really don't know what to expect from today because basically we've been told that you have to get to Moraine Lake parking lot by 6:30, and obviously it's not 6:30, it's like 9 o'clock if you want to get a parking space. There's no way we're going to get a parking space there. Went into tourist information twice yesterday in Banff and it was really vague. They didn't really know too much about how to get to Moraine Lake once parking lot's closed. It's basically get there before 6:30 or you can't go, from what the gist of what they were saying. The second person we spoke to said I think there's shuttles but they're not affiliated with us, so we don't know anything about them, which I think is quite useless. If you're a tourist information centre, like even if they're not affiliated with you, I feel like they should know these things. And then they're on the map, it does say there's a overflow parking for Lake Louise and there's a free shuttle, so we can, I'm pretty like hoping that we can get to Lake Louise fine. It's just Moraine Lake, but I just don't understand why, when it's such a popular tourist area, why it's not. Obviously if they can't extend the parking lot, they can't extend the parking lot, but it's just, let's walk down there. It's some animals. Yeah, I don't understand why. Oh, dropping the camera there. I don't understand why it's not more, like there's not more common knowledge about how to get there if you don't get there before 6:30, because we've had to leave our hotel by like 5:30 to get there before 6:30. So I'm just a bit confused about why there's not more readily available information about how to get to Moraine Lake if you don't want to go there at 6:30 in the morning. But yeah, so I don't really know what to expect. I'm really hoping we can find out like a way to get there and it's not going to cost the earth. But I don't know what the situation is going to be. I don't know what's going to happen. But it's just annoying. It's like they know it's a tourist area, make it more like common information, because I tried looking it up online before we came and there wasn't really that much information online either, so God knows what's going to happen. We've made it to Moraine Lake, Moraine Lake, Lake Moraine, I don't know, and we are here. So we wasted a bit of time. We went to the Lake Louise Visitor Centre. We parked in the overflow car park, and then we were like, oh, maybe this isn't right, maybe we should go and ask at the visitor centre. So then we drove into the town to go to the visitor centre, went and asked, and they were like, you get the Moraine Lake shuttle from the overflow car park, which is where we were. So then we drove all the way up the hill towards the lake because there was no easy way to turn around, and then we wasted like half an hour, 45 minutes, ended up back at the overflow car park, and it was $15 each to get the shuttle to Moraine Lake. It's free to get the Lake Louise one, that queue is longer, and it's annoying you can't go between the two. You have to go to Moraine Lake, which is like 25 minutes, then back down to the car park, and then go on the Lake Louise one, and then go to Lake Louise and then back again. So that's a bit of a pain, but it's $15, which I don't think is that expensive, and we're now at Moraine Lake, which is amazing. Yeah, it's pretty epic. We stopped down the bottom and I was like, oh, this isn't really what I expected. I expected it to be a bit like more amazing, like, and the colour to be awesome, but it didn't look like that from down at the shore. But then we've come up this little trail bit and it's so amazing. Like, look at it, it's so good. Yeah, so we're just taking a few photos. He's here too. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. But, and it's like there's blue sky coming out, which is great. It's a bit chilled. It's like probably about 13, 14 degrees, isn't it?
Something like that.
So it's a bit chilled, but it's okay. The walk up to this bit got my blood pumping, maybe a bit warmer. But now I'm going to take some photos, and then there's a gift shop, so look, we want to go to the gift shop, and then we'll see where we're at. And then we'll probably have to get the shuttle back down, and then go to Lake Louise.
We've made it to Lake Louise.
Boop boop.
So,
There it is.
There's the lake, and now we're starving.
Yeah, we've only had our croissant today. So we've been into the Fairmont, which is over there, and got ourselves from the deli a little. We've had a croissant, but we're having a ham and cheese croissant because they didn't really have any sandwiches that we like the look of. And then we've got some crisps and a cookie and a drink, and we're going to sit here by Lake Louise and eat it. It must be about 1 o'clock now, isn't it? A bit later. Yeah, we're going to sit here and eat it.
It's very peaceful.
Yeah, it is very
It is lovely.
And a little wander around the other side of Lake Louise where there's less crowds.
There's no crowd.
Yeah, there's a few people wandering about, but there's not like chaos like it is right as you get off like the bus stop and outside the hotel. So it's nice. It's warming up as well, isn't it? Yeah. Or is it just less breezy here?
The wind up, yeah.
So I made a bit of a mistake and we went past Peyto Lake because I didn't set up the sat nav properly. So we went 50 kilometres in the wrong direction, so we had to turn around, go 50 kilometres back, and we've been at Peyto and it's this amazing view right here. And then I got asked a little question. He's over here, doesn't even care. Doesn't even care.
I do care.
Oh my god, it's right by your feet.
Hey man.
I got asked a little question. Someone might want to marry me one day.
One day.
You got a bug on your arm. Right there. It's yes. You're my fiance. It's yes at Peyto Lake. Tell us you wanted to do it at Lake Louise, didn't you?
Yeah, but it wasn't that good. Lake Louise wasn't good.
It was good.
It was good, but it was too busy and it just wasn't right. There was a reason for Lake Louise. I should have done it at Moraine, but
you didn't know.
this is ideal.
Yeah, this is lovely and it's very private. So yeah. Lovely.
Oh then, love you too.
We've arrived in our room in Jasper. It's currently 7 minutes past 10. Have I put it to right there? Find out in a sec. Well, yeah, we've arrived in our room in Jasper, and what time?
Oh no, it's fine.
It's fine? Oh, it's 3 minutes extra time. Okay, so, stress over. We've arrived in our hotel in Jasper a lot later than intended, because obviously we spent longer at Moraine and Lake Louise, and then at Peyto because we had our little exciting times. That meant that we got here later. But what was I going to say? First of all, Luke did the cutest thing and told them what he's planning on doing. So they've done this little towel arrangement for us, which I didn't even really realise until Luke was like, look at the towels. I was like, oh, that's a coincidence. And then I noticed, like, well, no, Luke pointed out, he's like, oh, look, what's this? And there's like a little card. It doesn't say anything in the card about it. It just says, like, welcome to the Tom Quinn Inn. But there's a free bottle of wine, which is really cute. So my fiance sorted that out, so that's really nice. No?
Yeah.
I feel like
food get cold.
I know, I need to eat my food. But yeah, so we quickly ran up to the room, chucked our stuff in. I saw this, and then we're like, right, we need to eat. So we've gone and got our first A&W, which was recommended to me by my friend Sean from work. So we've got our first one of those, and we're eating it now. And it was also the England game today when we were at Lake Louise, and we went into the Fairmont, and they had it on in the the guest lounges, but you can only go in there if you were staying there. So we saw like the last couple of minutes and saw that it went into extra time. We don't know anymore. It's the semi-final. We don't know what's happened. So we're gonna watch it on the iPad, on the bed, and eating our burgers. So I'll get back to you when I've eaten some burger and I'm watching football. It's now, what's the time? midnight. I've been watching Love Island while Luke's been asleep, but we have a fairly early start because we want to get some food and some petrol before we leave. We've got an hour and a half trip tomorrow to get to the glacier. I think it's 10:30. Can you check the tickets in a sec, please? Yeah. Please. I think it's 10:30. Takes us an hour and a half, which means we have to leave. They're in my bag over there. We will have to leave like probably 9 o'clock-ish, do you think? No, probably before that, maybe like 8:30, 8:45, latest, yeah? So that means that we need to be leaving the hotel just before 8, I'd say. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got no idea. Can't even hold the camera. So my hair's a mess. Oh, and England lost and we're out of the World Cup, so that happened. Yeah. So I'm gonna say goodnight on this tiring but exciting day. You don't even care.
I tell you, but we have no plug sockets.
There's one by the sink. I don't know what to suggest. But yes, anyway, I'm going to say goodnight and I'll see you tomorrow.